Hey everybody, it's Mr. Christie.
And this is Stouticus.
Taking a look at week 6 for 3C. So first game we got up here is Rail Pickles Flashpoint versus the Rat Bastards. The Rat Bastards win 2-1.
We had both backed Toast Guy and his rats going to this game, although it was a little hard to predict, not knowing exactly the state that the humans were in because they hadn't played their game prior to this, and they were actually missing some key pieces. They were missing a couple blitzers, I believe, coming from that game.
Yeah, but it's also hard to argue with first place.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I think they dropped enough TV. Yeah, the humans were missing enough team value that they became the underdogs, though.
That's a lot for that team.
Yeah, they were missing their strength 5 blitzer, their agi 5 thrower. They were missing some key pieces for this game. But, looks like rats were rats.
Yeah, rats tend to do that.
Plus, they also the rats got more armor breaks than the humans did on less blocks.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, the humans were slightly outbashed. And
for damage inflicted, it's the same, but sustained is worse on the humans.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I looked at the sustained, and the humans had 2 bribes too. And the rats intercepted a pass.
Yeah, I hope that was like a turn 16, I need to score kind of pass and not a bad positioning kind of pass.
Well, sometimes desperation just calls for there to be an intercept chance. You can't get around it.
Oh no, I get that. That's why I'm saying I hope it's not just a bad positioning that caused it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like just good rats and stuff. Next up, we got Pepper Snakes versus the Horror Gorthank. 2-0 for Pepper Snakes.
This is the first one that we disagreed on. I believe this was, heading into the week, this was second place in the Pepper Snakes going against third place, the Horn Gorthank. I watched this replay because I was curious to see how it ended up 2-0. Because typically in this this bash matchup, you would expect the Chaos to have the edge in this one typically with all the claw, especially that this team has. But it was the Orcs coming out on top. And a big part of that was this game was played entirely in the rain, and the Chaos could not pick up the ball.
Oh, that makes all the sense there.
Yeah, they had a hard time picking up the ball.
I've had that happen to me where I literally could not pick up the ball for like 7 turns.
It wasn't that bad. I think it was the first 2 turns they couldn't pick it up, but that's where the sure hands piece.
Yeah, it was also the sure hands piece. Turns out 75% is not that likely.
It's only 75% of the time likely to work. That's all.
Yeah. I expect to happen at least once in 7 turns.
They picked it up, I think, by turn 3, so it wasn't like a constant, but it delayed the advance of the team, and they just got into a scrum with the Orcs, and that's not what you do because that's what Orcs love to do.
Yeah, even if they're dealing with claw, they still like punching.
Yeah, but I think also the ball carrier for the Chaos cannot get this guy some install some permanent cleats on his hooves or something because he cannot do a GFI to save his life. I think
Yeah,
he
neither can
failed.
I.
He did a GFI with the ball, fell over, and turned the ball over, and that. Then the Orcs just swooped in, picked it up in a tackle zone in the rain, and ran off. And that's how they scored on the first drive, and then they scored on their drive.
Also, some big injuries happening here. Like one of the killer goats, the one with tackle, got a strength bust.
Yeah. Claw and Mighty Blow tackle.
And block.
Well, yeah, block. It's kind of a given, but I guess not.
Not always.
Yes, I know, not always.
You should know the most.
Yes, I do. He's not on the team anymore. I was gonna potentially debate whether you keep it or not, but because with horns.
Well, here's the thing with strength too. It tricks people because people don't expect you to keep the strength down to give extra assists to take them down.
Yes, because that is a flaw in the UI in terms of it displays skills, but it doesn't display injuries, especially when they're stat bust, which might be helpful.
Yeah, I know. There's some times where I'm like, oh, why didn't you just hand the ball off to this player and then have him run off? Because you'd be in a way better position. And I realized, oh, that player's agi busted afterwards.
Yeah, but I Shoot Blanks has already fired him, but I would have debated keeping him because with horns still blitzes on strength 3, but I understand why you got rid of it. Makes you more TV efficient, and you still have plenty of other claw mighty blow as well, so it's not like that was the only killer on the team.
Also, this MVP goat with guard got block. But he's also got armor 7. He's not going to live that long.
No, but it makes getting block, getting that level very important because it keeps him in the game longer. Hopefully. He's sitting on 11 players after firing the strength bust, so you got to keep the armor bust around because guard is also very important, even on a AV7 piece.
Yeah, so who picked you on this one?
I backed the Orcs and you took the Chaos.
Damn it, I thought it was the other way around.
No, you did awful with the picks this week.
I thought this one I got right, though.
No, you didn't get any of them right.
Well, recap's over. No point going.
Spoiler alert, yeah, you didn't get any of them right. Except for the ones we agreed on.
Okay, next up we got Beard to Death versus Fragile and Limp. 2-2 draw. And I think my cursing is working because he's still not winning games.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in this one because Troxbirds was streaming this, I think, last night because that's when it was played. And I was watching the first half, and it ended 1-0 in the Norse favor with, them pretty handling the Elves, but I didn't see the second half where 3 touchdowns was scored to make it 2-2, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's very confusing, actually.
With the Norse out blocking 59-26 and controlling the ball a lot longer. It just seems the Elves...
I want to see the second half now. What happened?
I don't know. The Elves scored really quickly.
And then the Norse scored really quickly? Because if I was the Norse, I would not try to score really quickly.
Yeah, maybe the Dark Elves pulled off a one turn on turn 8. I didn't see that, but I don't. I honestly don't remember.
If that is what happened, I like I hope. I don't even know how to say it. It's like I expect, like I'm trying to hope Larkstar loses this season, but I know Larkstar is good enough to not try and score really quick when you have the advantage.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that, but maybe it was forced into it. I don't know. Um, I'd have to go back and watch it.
Because the Norse received first half, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the Dark Elves would have gotten the second half. But if they got a bullet, if yeah, this is all conjecture. But if the Norse got a blitz and couldn't stall out, so they scored, but then the Dark Elves then scored really quickly and then turned the Norse over and scored again. I don't know. Multiple blitzes have been known to happen in successive kickoff events in Rebel history.
Weird stuff.
But definitely one worth watching if you didn't watch it, apparently.
Also, it looks like a runner got a level up. I don't know how important that level up is, how special it is, how sure feet it is, because that's what it is.
Oh yeah, on the Norse, yeah, it was short feet on the ball carrier. And he no, never mind.
Alright, so next up we got Uniquely Dangerous and Arfar from an Elf. 2-1 for Uniquely Dangerous.
Here you go. This is one we both correctly predicted.
Yeah, well, it's like I've said before. It's hard. Like when Necro loses the Wolf game 1, they don't end up doing well the rest of the season. It's just how it works.
Yeah, especially the double and stat free wolves that this team had, and to lose both.
I can't roll a normal Wolf.
Wasn't quite that bad, but yeah. That was really just one of them. The other one rolled one double, and that was it.
Just looking at this, it just kind of looks like rat things kind of happened. Doesn't look like too special of a game otherwise.
Yeah, all the agi stuff worked. Only failed one dodge out of 17. Catches worked. Pickups, not so much. Passes worked.
I did see some level ups. So that dodgy movement up white got mighty blow now.
Yeah, which is what you would expect from a white, because it's already got.
Well, you'd expect that a lot sooner, usually.
Yeah, I typically would probably go guard, tackle, maybe stand firm, then mighty blow, or guard, tackle, mighty blow.
Now I'm not an expert on Necro, but I've heard you kind of make the whites as like mini flesh golems on Necro.
Yeah. On Necro, whites are usually treated as support pieces rather than killers. So that's why I'm saying guard, tackle, guard, stand firm are usually one and two in their picks, and then you might go mighty blow to have another blitzing option that doesn't have frenzy, or just to help with the removal and control game, but usually it's guard, tackle, guard, stand firm first. But getting movement up and dodge, I could easily see that have been guard, but having lost both the Wolves, both the Mighty Blow on this team, I understand taking Mighty Blow at this point.
Yeah. And then on the Rat team, there was a Juggernaut on a Storm Vermin now.
Oh yeah, the Agi Storm Vermin still hasn't rolled the double, but Jugs is good.
Yeah, I like it.
Get Frenzy next, maybe have a
Stops to wrestle guys.
Yeah, definitely does that.
All right, and next we got BioWare for Life versus Gladiators of Batiatus. Gladiators of Batiatus win 2-1.
Do I need to say who took who?
No, we already know who took who. If it wasn't...
This was one of the contested ones. You backed the vampires. I took the chaos.
We already spoiled what I got wrong.
And it just looks like the vampires injured themselves 3 times.
Yeah, it looks like
to twice.
I think they injured themselves 4 times. Yeah. Oh no, wait. I'm looking at the wrong side. Never mind.
I mean, it's possible there could have been an Apo, but I don't know.
Well, I went Apo with Thrall.
Well, you might if you don't have any more.
Yeah, but they're already off the field. Yeah, I think this... It doesn't seem like too many failed blood... I mean, it's not good. But I guess the bloodlust were, like, super deadly.
Yeah, like, it's not catastrophic in terms of the percentage. It's slightly below average, but if those 7... 3 of those were removals, then, yeah, that's awful. Obviously, it could have been on dodges as well, because this team could not dodge, really. 63%.
Yeah, it
so
looks like the vampires just kind of took themselves out.
Yeah. And then the chaos mopped up the rest.
Yeah, yep, pretty much. There was a level on both the teams. On Gladiators, the number 10 got a level, which is Jump Up. That's a weird first skill pick.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, and then the Big Hand Beastman has Agility 5 now. I really like that, actually.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's good and it's bad, but yeah, I understand it. And then the Thrall that leveled on BioWare for Life just got Kick. But now he's got 2 Kick Thralls.
Yeah, because that's in case one gets injured.
And the other one is niggled, but...
Yeah, so he's more likely to get injured.
Yeah. Having Agi 5 and... having Agi 5 and Big Hand is annoying.
No. You're thinking too low on that. That's for when he gets Legend skill. He gets Leap. So he leaps in, picks up the ball fine because he's got Agility 5 and Big Hand. Because if the Big Hand gets there, he leaps into a cage that's around the ball and then he dodges out.
Yeah, no, I know. You get leap. It's a 2+ leap. It's a 2+ pickup because he's got big hand and agi 4 anyway, and then it's 2+ dodges or
Probably.
3+ dodges.
Well,
to
it'd
get
be more
out.
like a 3+ on the first one.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand that. Um, but that's a lot of hoping that you roll a double.
No, it's a lot of hoping that he gets 100 SPP.
Yeah, I didn't finish. That's a lot of hoping he rolls a double and 100 SPP. Granted, he's your ball carrier, so. But this team needs a lot more development in other places where you don't necessarily want to be feeding touchdowns to your ball carrier anymore.
Also, the agility 5 is just nice for dodging through tackle zones, anyways.
Yeah. It helps with the dodging. It doesn't do anything in combination with the big hand. That's more what I mean with
It does in the rain and in one tackle zone.
Yes, in that very, very specific circumstance.
I don't think it's that specific actually. Because if it's raining already, someone might fail to pick up, and then their ball's next to them, and you go pick up the ball all fine.
Yes, it's possible. I'm not saying it is not. I just said it's highly unlikely to occur enough to make it that's very useful. That's all. I'm not saying don't take the Agi 5. It's just a weird combination because you already had the big hand. That's all.
No, I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful beast man.
Because also, if he doesn't take the Agi, then it's a normal roll, and then what is it that you get because you already have
extra arms.
Agi 4 and big hand, so you get extra arm, so it's Agi 5.
No, you get 2 heads, so it's Agi 5.
Actually, now he's got a a thrower catcher situation here as well with Agi 5 thrower and an Agi 4 catcher.
Well, actually, the extra arms with agility 4, I'm actually not a fan of that choice though.
Yeah, well, it's an Agi 5 catcher now, technically.
Yeah, but if it was just like big hand, it would have been just as good at the pickups.
Yeah, well, you don't know the order in which these roles were. I think they might have been actually built in mind of one being a retriever and the other one being a catcher, potentially.
Maybe. I mean, I've done crazy things too with Chaos. I'm keeping a Chaos team with an agility down, agility up, Minotaur with extra arms, and now Pro.
Well, I mean, you get so many Beastmen, you might as well do a couple of, out of the box things with them rather than just giving them all claw palm and.
Yeah, and Beastmen are good enough, as you know, as Nurgle, Beastmen are good enough to be positionals.
Oh, they are positionals. They're not linemen.
It's just like the Longbeards. They are positionals that you can get 16 of.
Yeah. Especially with general strength and mutation access all on normals. You can get everything that you pretty much could ever want with just rolling normal.
All right, and what we got next? Next is Wood Unite versus the Sterling Hornets.
This is the second consecutive week of an elf off. I think last week was the Pro Elves versus the Dark Elves, and now it's the Pro Elves versus the Wood Elves.
And now it's that there's a dead MVP of Agility 5.
Yeah, we actually both backed the Hornets to win this one, so it's a little bit of a surprise. And this is the first win for Luke this season, so good on him, but it did come at a price.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to notice something. if you make less blocks, you're more likely to win games.
That's typically not how that works. It all depends. If you're an agi-based team, the block numbers really don't matter. But if you're a bash team, usually if you don't throw as many blocks, you're going to lose. But I believe this is the second straight week of Luke losing one of his Agi 5 players. I think he lost one last week.
Yeah, I think you should stop doing that if you want the team to be good. Oh, okay, I see what really turned this game around, most likely, is successful interception. I missaid there was the intercept before.
Oh, there were 2 chances at an intercept.
That's not good.
Oh.
I know it's a 5+, but you should still not give him a chance.
Well, sometimes it's not.
Oh, you know what? You know what probably happened was he was probably based up to him. And then he decided, I'm just going to pass over you to this guy who's also based up to you. And then he'll go make it. Because that's happened to me before. With the catchers with nerves of steel.
Yeah, because that's what pro elves do, right? They send out multiple scoring threats. You box in the catchers. Well, they have nerves of steel, so they don't matter. They don't care about that. So they typically pro elf coaches will just throw it anyway, and risk the interception. And then sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. You roll the 6 or you don't. But with the Agi 5 players around, it's an slightly easier interception. I have a feeling that's why there were the 2 intercept chances.
Yeah, but that intercept would be a 6+ because he's basing them up.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I said sometimes you just roll a 6.
Yeah. Sometimes you do it twice in 2 turns.
But the Hornets just beat these elves, the wood elves, down though.
They were upset they got intercepted.
I mean, they killed 2 of them.
Yeah, one was a loner.
Loner
oh, no, never mind. That wasn't a loner. That was a war dancer. Whoops.
Yeah, no, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, no, it was just a strip ball, dauntless, juggernaut, tackle, war dancer.
I really do like that war dancer, though. That's such a good combination for sacking the ball.
Yeah. For your dedicated sacker, if he's already gone tackle, strip ball, and he gets a double, everyone would usually automatically go mighty blow, but Juggernaut would be the pick.
Juggernaut is the smarter pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then because instead of because you're not really, wrestle is kind of redundant on the word answer since they already have block, but you can just turn that both down into a push and then strip the ball.
As long as they don't have sure hands, but yeah.
The details.
It's situational, but it's going to get the ball out a lot better than Mighty Blow will.
Not that many people actually take sure hands much. Your team needs to start with sure hands.
Yeah. People usually take it as the second skill on their dedicated ball carrier if they don't already naturally come with it, but the trick is getting them to not be carrying on that piece and then use your strip ball.
Yeah, by I don't know. Elves usually don't. I don't see elves get strip or sure hands that much.
Throwers usually get it, but it's not the first skill like it probably should be.
And a catcher got a level. That catcher got... I don't know where that catcher went.
He got tackle. He's blodge tackle now.
Why can't I see it? Found it. I found it. I found it there.
Number 4.
Wonder why I went tackle on that guy. Is there a lot of dodge in his feature? I don't know yet. Next up is another talking point of a game. Terror Alliance versus Goatwork Orange. 3-1 for Terror Alliance. This was a legal concede.
Yes, it was, because Goatwork Orange was pitch cleared by turn 12, having sustained 9 casualties, and a lot of KO. Well, only 4, but enough. And then...
Oh, gross. Only 2 armor breaks on the Chorfs.
Yeah, so I caught this one being streamed. Actually, no, I watched this in client after my game of the week finished, and I tuned in, and it was 1-0 to the Chaos, like turn 5 or 6. Barely any Chaos on the field, and I was like, "What's going on? Why? What's going on here?" But I would assume with the heavy losses that was going on, the Chaos scored quickly, trying to get players back and to kind of reposition, and then it just went completely downhill. And only had one, I believe, Chaos Warrior on setup on turn 13 or 12 for kickoff, and so they just conceded.
Yeah, I think it's the first legal concede I've ever actually seen.
Well, the Devil went a little insane, got 6 Kazes.
Yeah, he just recently got that Legends, and now he is cleaning up.
Yeah, who knew Strength 4 Claw Palm was good, you know?
Apparently it's too good, because, I mean, he only made 35 blocks and removed the entire team.
Yeah, I mean, I wish my Claw Palm worked that well. You know, one of the other blockers with Mighty Blow got a removal, then both the rookie blockers, to add insult to injury, got a Kaz as well.
And they both leveled, I saw.
They both leveled.
Just Mighty Blows.
Yeah, one got the Kaz and leveled. The other one scored a touchdown, got the Kaz and MVP, so he got 10 SPP that game, which was a very good game for them. Goatwork Orange did lose a block guard Beastman.
I think he should consider himself lucky that is the most he lost.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got pitch cleared, but I believe no permanent damage other than that one death. So 2 MNGs, but you'll live with it. You know, those games happen. You suck it up. We've all been there. They don't usually happen that often, so, you know, next week you could easily be the one pitch clearing a team, so it's just how the dice go sometimes.
All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So, Badungu's in the lead. It usually helps if you don't lose games and actually win yours.
Yeah, he was second last week, but now with his win, he stays.
I'm pretty sure he was actually in first last week too, because Toast Guy won as well.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, he must have been. I thought he was second.
I'm pretty sure he was second at one point, but then he decided, nah, I'm in the lead now.
Well, the battle for the first place is really between these two teams right now. Everybody else is a little bit of a distance behind.
Yeah, and then we got the Horned Gorthank. Beard to Death is somehow still doing well. And Uniquely Dangerous.
Not somehow. It's because he dropped that Knuckles altar. That's why he's doing so well.
No, I refuse to believe that. Yeah, Uniquely Dangerous after that. Sterling Hornets. I thought they'd be a little higher. I don't know. I guess I just saw them like win really well in their times they won.
Yeah, the last couple. Well, in the other Alpha off, they only tied. Yeah, when they win, they seem to win big, but then they really struggled while they played the Chorfs and lost as well. Tied the Vampires, but then beat the Chaos 2-0, and so they're handling the Bash teams minus the Chorfs pretty well. It's the Agi teams that are giving them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I guess their game plan of run away doesn't work so well when the other guys can also run away just as well.
Or score fast and hope your defense is good enough to keep them from scoring fast. But when you're playing other Agi 4 teams, they can score just as quickly too.
Yeah, and then we got Fragile and Limp. Same. Right now they're equal with Sterling Hornets, but actually Bioware for Life is also tied there, I think. Oh no, never mind. Sterling Hornets has 3 more touchdowns. But Bioware for Life is tied with Fragile and Limp.
Yes.
And
they still have the same record, so kind of the same right now.
They look the same here. On this screen, they are the same. Then we got Tarot Alliance. It took a while for them to start getting their wins, but then their wins are very bloody.
The typical Chorf team.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to win their games. They're not going to win them by out-elfing other teams. They're going to win them by...
they can win by having good positioning, though.
Yes.
But it's a lot easier to just kill everyone than to have good positioning for Chaos Dwarf coaches.
Yeah, most of the time it's just remove everything in sight and deal with the ball later.
Next we got Gladiators of Batiatus. I think that's very similar to Tarot Alliance. They usually, or maybe not. They weren't as bashy of Chaos team.
Yeah, they're lacking claws. Really, what they're lacking. They have 4 Mighty Blow pieces, but they're don't
not
have
as bashy
really to stand up. Yeah.
We got Go Work Orange, who just that last game. That's when you just got power through.
Yeah, just put it behind you. It's over.
It's a thing that happened. Your team is pretty healthy after that. Just let it go.
It only counts as 1 loss. It's not like counts for more or anything like that. Obviously, it hurts TD differential, but you're not really worried about that right now.
And we got Real Pickles Flashpoint. Just statty humans.
Yeah, with the pieces, I'm actually surprised by 12 and 13. Honestly, with the pieces that both those teams had starting this season, I would have expected them to be a little bit higher, basically halfway through the season. because it's week 6 we're covering now, entering week 7. I would have expected them to be really, at least in the middle of the pack, vying for playoff spots with the pieces that have been on these teams, but just really hasn't fallen their way.
Yeah. Yeah, Wood United there. Well, they've started to lose their defining feature of Agi5 everywhere.
Yeah, and that's what's happened with them is AV7 and in this case a couple pieces with AV6 have died, and those were the standout pieces. And then also losing that War Dancer also last week too. It's hard to lose a dancer that has 4 level ups like that and is your ball hawk. So I think they're going to struggle for the rest of the week, rest of the season, unless they can play really well with inducements.
And then we got
they have 6 elves left. Well, 5 elves in a tree.
And then we got Arfar from an elf. And as I've said many times, I think, losing a wolf week 1 usually just messes up necro teams.
Yeah.
So
still... Yep. Still has managed to draw 2 of his games, so it's not like losing every week. But yeah, still hasn't been able to find that first win yet.
Alright, and let's take a look at next week now. So first up, we got the Rat Bastards versus the Horn of Gorthank. So the Horn of Gorthank, if I can remember where that is.
Now this is a 2 versus 3 matchup.
Yeah. I'm starting to think the Horn of Gorthank might be a little too beat up to get this. They don't have any tackle. That's the huge thing here. They don't have any tackle right now.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest problem. Is a severe lack of tackle.
Yeah, I think I have to go Rat Bastards because they're also getting the inducements. There's no tackle to deal with the gutter runners. And, Claw Palm is scary.
Claw Palm and then just Palm, also from the Vermin, to deal with the Chaos, who have a fair, decent amount of Mighty Blow. They have 6. So even with a lack of tackle, they could remove rats left and right, but barring that from happening, I don't think there's a chance, honestly, that Toast Guy doesn't win this.
Yeah, I have to go with Toast Guy on this one.
So do I, because the Chaos is also very slow right now, with a move busted warrior and then 2 move busted beastmen as well. I don't think they're really going to be able to keep up with the rats, even like linemen and storm vermin, let alone gutter runners. So I'll take Toast Guy too.
All right, and next we got Fragile and Limp versus Rail Pickles Flashpoint. So these humans have not taken a skill. We'd like it better if you take the skill. Even if it's just wrestle or block. I'd probably go wrestle, actually.
Looking at the rest of this team, it's obviously going to be a stat up. It's just, what kind of stat up is it?
Yeah, but why hasn't he taken it yet? Unless he's assigned between movement and armor.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, you'll scare everyone with his armor 9 catcher.
He's got every other stat up. Might as well.
And Fragile and Limp is the fouling of the Dark Elves.
Yeah, and they're gonna get 180k in inducements versus these humans.
Yeah.
Because they're...
It's enough for a wizard.
Yeah, that's enough for a wizard. Elves are going to have 11 if they do that. Humans will have 12.
I think I'm going to back the humans here. Just looking back at that guard, though, I wish I was strong arm.
Yeah.
That's something I would just change. Yeah, we got the agility up, too, so I would have just, like, super taken that.
You know, just to be different, I'll go with the Dark Elves.
Okay. Yeah.
So, just looking at this, I would say the humans should have this easily. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm just going back to the Dark Elves.
All right. Next up, we got Arfar from an Elf and Pepper Snakes. And I'm sorry, Arfar from an Elf, but I'm gonna have to go with these orcs. They're top of the game. I mean, they got one Mustang's game, which is pretty big, but I think they can handle it without him.
Yeah, but missing that strength 4 frenzy mighty blow, that hurts. But it's not the primary blitzer, but it's always nice to have that piece.
It works so he doesn't have... It was so he doesn't give a wizard to the Necro. That was his plan.
Yeah, giving 90k. Oh. They're 20k short of a wizard, but I don't really think a wizard is going to help all that much in this matchup. Plus, you want to save up your money for your second flesh golem.
Yeah, I have to go. Oops, that's not the team. Yeah, I just have to go with those orcs.
Yeah, I'm gonna back the orcs as well. It's hard to go against a team that hasn't lost the season yet, so I think that's a pretty easy call.
Next up, we got Gladiators of Batiatus versus Beer to Death. I'm going Gladiators of Batiatus.
Without looking at anything.
Yeah.
The state of the teams, what the inducements could be.
Well, Gladiators of Batiatus have 5 guard. And Beer to Death has 3 guard. And I think that works for me thinking the Chaos will win.
Does it change your mind that they're equal TV, like dead equal, and the Norse are going to have 14 and the Chaos are going to have 11?
No, because then that just means the Chaos would get more casualties. Also, I want Larkstar to lose every week until he gets... well, I'll double check. I don't want to go too far. But it's still a Squig Sandwich kiosk, so... So, yeah, I'm sticking with Gladiators of Batiatus.
Okay. And as a protest to your blind hatred of another coach, I'll stick with Larkstar then. But I honestly think that he's got the edge in this one. As I said, 11 versus 14. The Chaos do have the guard advantage. That's true, but I think the Norse have enough. The Yeti, I think, will help do some things. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Norse.
All right. And next up, we got Sterling Hornets versus Uniquely Dangerous. So I believe, yeah, they're very close on the ladder right now, or on the standings right now. Ooh, 300K for the Rats.
Yeah, the downside to the Pro Elves is that they're a little bloaty right now.
Yeah, and I'm assuming there's going to be a wizard for the Rats.
Yeah, and it's 11 Pro Elves versus 12 Rats.
Well, in that case, you might as well spend just 10K of your own bank and get Skitter Stab Stab.
Oh, Skitter's 160?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know that because I play Underworld. I don't know why I could not think of that.
For some reason, I thought it was 150, so I was like, 300, yeah, get a wizard and Skitter. So, yeah, that's probably the better inducements.
Yeah, it's a 5th gutter runner for you.
Yeah, maybe a bribe and a babe instead of Skitter, but with the AV7 and a 5th gutter runner.
Also, Pro Elves aren't that fast, so shadowing might do a thing.
Yeah, in relation to movement 9 shadowing, yeah, they're not that fast. At least the linemen aren't.
But, and the thrower.
Yeah, but you have to get on them. But, yeah, you can't just do the stand in the backfield and run. You can run Skitter right up next to him, and then it's hard to get away. Because he also has sidestep, doesn't he?
Skitter? No.
No?
No. He has prehensile tail.
Oh yeah, that's the other annoying thing that I was thinking that he had. So yeah, not a valid. It's a completely valid tactic. So yeah, I'm gonna back the T-Self in this one as well.
I feel like I need to go different on this one, so I'm gonna go with these Pro Elves. I do think T-Self will get it, but I'm going to back the Pro Elves here.
Okay. They do have a decent amount of tackle, which would be why that Lodge catcher probably went tackle with it for knowing this game is coming up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That gives him 3 tackle, 1 with Mighty Blow. So there is removal potential of the Rats from this, or of the gutter runners from this Pro Elf team, but it comes down to who breaks first and what the numbers are towards the end of the game. Because both these teams can score with very few pieces left on the field.
Yep. All right. And next we got Goatwork Orange versus BioWare for Life. So Goatwork Orange, is, like we said before, is relatively healthy for after that massacre.
Yeah. Still getting 250K in inducements.
Well, also 60K of that is bank.
Oh, okay. Okay, 310.
So buy Borak. Wait, hang on a second.
Or buy a rookie goat, but that's probably not worth it. It's the same. I mean, it's the same. Actually, no, you were on 13 before. Buy the rookie goat. Save yourself the loner.
Yeah, and if you do that for Chaos, the other star players are really worth it.
No, they're not.
If you want to have fun, get Brickfarth and Grotti. Those two are fun. I will say that. They are fun.
Or you could go wizard and induce a mercenary with some skill, probably.
Well, if you get the wizard, unless he wants to go into his own bank, he's not going to be able to induce a mercenary goat.
Well, if he doesn't get his own beastman, he's getting a loner anyway. He can keep the 60. Definitely use that too, because then that's 60 plus 30, 90, then 140 for the skill. So
yeah, he'd have to go into his bank for that skill.
Yeah, well, he's got 60
yeah, it's probably worth it.
Extra anyway.
It's probably worth it. Give him like guard or block.
Yeah, I'd probably say guard is the most, because you lost one last game and you have another one MNG, so you're down guard. The other two guarders are ones that you're going to want to be blitzing with for the most part, because they're Claw Mighty Blow warriors.
I hope they have tackle too.
They have one tackle, but it's wrestle. Yeah.
Yeah, because those I'm gonna have to go with the vampires on this. The big players you want to get rid of all have the dodge, and he does not have the tackle.
Well, I mean, he's got the piece. If they're carrying it, he's got the piece to take it off of him. I mean, he's got a wrestle tackle piece.
He's got to get there still.
Yeah, he's got to.
And there'll be vampires in the way with the dodge.
Potentially.
Not potentially. There will be.
I don't know. This team has been, pardon the pun, bloodthirsty the last few weeks, though. They've been removing themselves for the most part.
Yeah, they're due.
I'll go with the chaos.
I'm going to go with the vampires. I already said I would. Alright, and last up we got Terror Alliance versus Wood United. I'm going to say, Wood United, I hope your team is alive after this.
You mean what's left of it? The 4 elves and a tree?
Oh, I just noticed how much bank he has right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of a bank. He should get a War Dancer back. Lineman, he's okay. He doesn't need to worry about that right now.
Yeah, I guess you do go. I'm debating actually in my head right now with whether you go with the War Dancer for this week because you're playing Chorfs.
Yeah, super killy Chorfs.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's 7 Mighty Blow tackle pieces. 6 Mighty Blow tackle pieces, sorry. And a rookie dancer, well, very good out of the box. Can't really stand up to that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Terror Alliance on this one.
Yeah, it's really hard not to with the state that this Wood Elf team is in. How much are rookie war dancers?
120.
120.
They cost the same as a tree.
So he has exactly enough bank over the 150 to get the war dancer. Oh.
And then also get a wizard.
So he can also. He's gonna have the loner army. So to put that in the way, then induce a couple star players, in addition to a wizard and an extra Apo, definitely.
I'd almost get the extra Apo. Or how many apples can you get?
2.
You can get 2. You can buy 2 for inducements.
As far as I'm aware, yeah. Well,
maybe just get 2. Maybe just buy 2 of those.
Because I was up against 3 Apo carrying chaos this week, so I know you can at least induce 2. What you could do is actually have to figure out what the TV is, what the difference is, because I can't figure it out right now in my head.
Hang on, I can map this out. So we got that minus. Alright, if he gets a war dancer, he'll have that much. And then
310. But he's getting 190 if he doesn't spend any of his bank. That's what I wanted to know. Whether he could keep the money and still get a lot of inducements, and that's not really the case. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Chorus on this one. I was thinking maybe he could get a lot more inducements and induce a couple star players, but that's not gonna be the case.
No, elves are too expensive.
Because I was just gonna say that, because this is kind of the point where my Wood Elf team was at, in that it's like Wood Elf linemen are goddamn expensive, and even when you have a loner army,
well, what you do is you just get
inducements.
You just get Dolfar, because Dolfar is the same as just buying a kick lineman mercenary. He costs the exact same and has kick. And he has a bunch of air skills.
Better shit.
So never induce a kick lineman as Wood Elves. Always just get Dolfar. Because he's literally just a better version of that. With the sole exception that you can't use an apothecary on him.
Yeah. But usually elves have a kick lineman. That is usually the one lineman that's still alive. It usually has kick.
Well, there isn't one here, so if you want kick, induce Dolfar and don't put it on a induced lineman.
It's not the worst pick against Chorfs, but yeah, you're only getting 190 if you spend the bank that's left over, so you're not getting that much unless you want to blow the bank, which I don't think you do. So you're getting a wizard and a babe. and that's 11 elves versus that Chorf team. I expect that Chorf team to just plow right through them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think we spent a lot of time just saying how Chorfs will beat Wood Elves right now.
Yeah. Mainly because I couldn't figure out exactly how much inducements they were going to get.
Not enough.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot more than it actually was.
Alright. So, Dastard Games. Go play them. People I picked to win, you can win.
No,
Larkstar, you're not allowed to win.
You're just gonna keep egging him on, aren't you?
Yeah, he's a traitor. He was a traitor. He was a traitor when he re-rolled from halflings after he got into the playoffs with them. Without the Stunty Cup. Without the Stunty Cup. Yeah, he was a traitor for leaving after that.
I would think that would make him revered by all halfling coaches in perpetuity because of that.
No.
As far as I'm aware, he's the only stunty coach to be able to do that.
Well, joke's on you. Right now, there is an ogre team with 0 losses in 5 something. Oh wait, no, they got 1 loss now. 4 wins, a draw.
Is that High Lord Salts?
No.
Oh. Whose is it?
The Bison with Ogre Loaded.
Oh.
It's so weird not seeing my name on there now. There is also my stays is Weeping Beauties who have no losses for goblins.
Well, you're a traitor now too.
I'm not a traitor.
You don't play halflings anymore.
I'm not a traitor.
You don't play halflings anymore.
No, I didn't quit after getting into the playoffs through just sheer tenacity. I retired after I got a Legend Halfling.
Yeah, after you fired the rest of the team to get it.
They're coming back. They're just not playing in Rel anymore. Now I'm working on a Legend tree. Who would actually is just terrifying right now. Alright, this isn't about me. This is about 3C. Play your games. And we'll see you next week.
Good luck, guys. See ya.